So, I've been collecting sneakers for a very long time now, and not only have I noticed recently that I've basically been buying the same shoes over and over again, but Jordan Brand and Nike have been playing a lot of games with us lately, and I'm pretty much tired of it myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna run you the dopest intro you ever seen in your life, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna explain to you why I'm done buying sneakers after 2025.
OG Trap Jordan, OG Trap Jordan. The other sneaker YouTubers, the hell are boring. OG Trap Jordan, OG Trap Jordan. I got sneakers, raining and pouring.
What up, YouTube? OG Trap Jordan back with another one. And lately, I've been hearing a lot of people say the same thing. A lot of people are saying that after 2025, they're done collecting sneakers, or at least they're done collecting a lot of Jordans and stuff like that. And I'm here to tell you that I'm one of those people myself. And it's really no BS. I've been in this game for a very long time now. I've spent a lot of money, a lot of years, and a lot of time chasing and building this collection behind me, and it's been a real good time. But it's about time for me to hang my hat up and call it a day, because I'm really just gonna say that I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the games that Nike's playing. We've been over it, we know what it is, but it's been really hard again to get these shoes that we really want, and I'm really tired of begging Jordan Brand and Nike to take my money after years and years of shelling out my money, and feeling like people like me and a lot of people like you guys out there that are watching this have really built the company up and really been like the backbone of this. And it feels like Nike doesn't care about the culture, it doesn't care about its consumers, it only cares about backdooring shoes and making sure that the resellers eat so that they can continue to make their shoes look scarce and limited and become more popular. And it's just getting to the point where we're begging them to take our money, and I don't want to do it anymore. I worked too hard for my money, and I'm really past all that. So I really want to show you guys some things. There are some bangers coming out this year, and there are some shoes that I still want to get, but there's some shoes that I'm just going to pass that are classics, and I really don't care, and I'm not really going after any hype anymore. I've shot my shot at almost every shoe that I've wanted this year, and I've barely gotten my hands on hardly anything, and I'm pretty much done with it. But I want to show you guys something. This is the last release right here of the Jordan 4 White Cement, which is a classic, and it's been released a million times, and it's coming out again later this year. And this one, actually, I heard is not going to be that limited, and probably going to be one of the more easier ones to get. And I think that's because they probably produced them way last year before they decided to start playing these games, because shoes were sitting and people weren't buying them, and now they want to play these games with us. I'm one of the people that was buying a lot of shoes when I saw they were sitting, because I'm a real collector. I'm not a hype beast for the most part. I can be a hype beast, we all can, but for the most part I'm a collector, and I like OGs, and I can't even get my hands on them, and I'm finding it more and more disrespectful. But they're coming out with these again, and supposedly the shape's better and yada yada yada. This one already has the Nike Air on the back, and I don't really care. I'm gonna get into that. I don't really care about that anymore either. But as far as this shoe's still in really good shape, and I'm not gonna go out there and fight and stand in lines and get on apps and take an L and get disappointed, even though, like I said, this one's supposed to be a little more plentiful. That doesn't really mean anything these days. But there's no reason for me to go out and buy this shoe again when this one's still in great shape. All I gotta do is clean these laces up, and it's like a brand new pair, in my opinion. And I know a lot of people are like, well, they got the shape right, it's more true to OG. Well, that's a game that Jordan Brand's been playing with us for a long time. And you know what, if you guys have been giving us these, if Nike's been giving us these shoes for so long, and this ain't the right shape, and it ain't the right specs, and it ain't the right this, and it ain't the right that, then you know what, that's just more reason for me to say F them. Because you know why? Because you should have been giving us the right shape the whole time. You always want to switch things up. One minute it's got a Jumpman, then it's got the Nike Air, then it's the right shape, then it's not the right shape. Well, you know what? Then you owe me some money, because you've been selling me a BS, defective, knockout version of what we really want, and I'm done with it. And you're not going to sell me another version of this shoe and then turn around and 6 years later, 7 years later, 10 years later, tell me that, oh, this time we really got it right. And then what are you guys going to do? You're going to turn around another 5 or 10 years years and give us one with a Jumpman, and then you're going to build up the nostalgia of the Jumpman. I don't know, but there are a couple shoes that I want to get this year, and I'm going to shoot my shot, but I'm not going to go out of my way and beg somebody to take my money. That's like begging a girl that doesn't want to be with you to be with you. It's ridiculous. If you guys don't want, if Nike doesn't want the real supporters of this brand's business, then I'm not going to give it to him anymore. I'm going to go after these because this is one of my favorite shoes, and this is probably not the one. I don't know where the other one is right now, but this one is defective. Basically, it's falling apart, so I got to shoot my shot, and I got to get that. But you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going after this again. I've got this one. It's in great shape. Yeah, it's got a Jumpman on the back, and now it's coming out with Nike Air. But that's more of that BS that I'm talking about. And there are a bunch of shoes that I want to go after this year. There's like the Shattered Backboard ones. I'm going to shoot my shot at those. You got Ferrari 14s, Bugs Bunny 8s is a pair that I've never had in my collection, so I'm going to shoot my shot for that. I don't know what else there is that's coming out, but that's pretty much what I'm shooting my shot at. I'm not really going, I'll go for some of the hype stuff, and I'll shoot my shot, which is going to be a guaranteed L stamped right on my forehead, and I'm cool. I'm not going to get them. I'm not going to pay resale. I've stayed true to my word this year, and I haven't paid any resale for anything. And last year I spent thousands of dollars on shoes because I could get my hands on them, and now Nike wants to play these games and pretend like it's COVID all over again when it's not. They're just limiting the shoes, and they're backdooring shoes, and they're giving them to the influencers, and they're hyping them up, and they're making us all want them. They're making us drool over them, and a lot of times we wouldn't even want these shoes if they're sitting on the shelf, but since we can't get them, we run after them and we want them. They've jacked the prices up to the highest I've ever seen them, and now there's all this talk about these tariffs. Supposedly these tariffs are going to make the prices go up even higher, and if that's the case, I'm done. I'm going to get these few little shoes that I want left in my collection, mostly shoes that I haven't had that I've always wanted. I'm going to grab them, and if I have to pay a little bit of resale on them, I might. And I'm not saying I'm completely out of the game, but what I'm not doing is continuing to support this company that doesn't care about me and doesn't care about its consumers. It's a bunch of BS. It's corporate greed, and it's got to stop. And yeah, there's going to be shoes here and there that come out, and maybe I'll go for like 1 or 2 or maybe 3, maybe 4 a year, but I'm not going to do what I've been doing, which is trying to go after every single release. And I'm not going to do it just for content. I am going to continue to make content, but I'm pretty much done. It's game over for me. It's a wrap, and I have way more important things. I'm getting older in life, and I got a lot better things I could be investing my money in. And I suggest to people out there that are getting into this game, that are really into this, hey, it's your money, do what you want to do, but think before you go shell out a bunch of money for these shoes because you think it's going to give you clout, because it really doesn't. It's just a compliment here and there. Every once in a while you're walking around the mall, and it's usually a dude. Most chicks that you guys are trying to impress out there, they don't even know the difference between this and an MVP or a 6 rings or anything like that. A lot of females there, I'm not saying there's no female sneakerheads. There are women sneakerheads out there, but if you're trying to impress girls with your shoe collection, this ain't the way to do it. Impress yourself. Get your money right. Invest in stocks. Invest in things that are going to grow your money. I know you could make money off of this. I'm not a reseller. I don't like resellers. I'm going to tell you the truth. It is what it is. But I'm going after a few of these shoes, and then I'm done. It's a wrap. Yeah, there's going to be a couple here and there, like I said, that are going to drop, and I'm going to want to grab them. But if I can't, I'm not going to go pay resale. I'm done sweating my ass off at work and paying my hard-earned money to this company, like I said. And it is what it is. So to you guys out there that are just getting in this game, don't fall for it, because you're going to do it like this. You're going to be like, you know what? I need 1 more pair. I need 2 more pairs. I need 3 more pairs. Oh, now I need at least one of everything 1 through 14 just to have an OG collection. And then you're going to want every single OG 1 and every single OG 4 and every single OG 5. And then there's going to be collabs that come out. And then they're going to come out with another collab. And you're going to want to get the whole set. And it goes on and on and on. And it never really fulfills that void, whatever it is that you're trying to fill. It never fully ends. You just keep chasing it, just like a dope fiend, just like a junkie. It becomes an addiction and you can't stop. But me, I'm bowing out. And you know what? At the end of the day, I might need rehab, because I might be back here next year saying that I completely relapsed and I'm buying everything again if the prices start the prices will never go down, but if they start making these more plentiful, then hey, then I'll be getting what I want. But as long as Jordan Brand is playing games and Nike's playing games with me, I'm not going to support it. It's a bunch of BS. They don't support us, the real consumers. They support the hype. They support the influencers that are selling them. They're giving them shoes. They're backdooring them shoes, and they're pushing this product out to you, and they're making you guys want them more, and they're building up hype, and it's a bunch of BS. And that's just about what I got to say about that today. So I'm gonna pretty much wrap it up. And if you've never seen my content before, could you please go ahead, if you're feeling it, hit that subscribe button, and you can get some more of this good stuff in your life. And with that, I'm OG Trap Jordan, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.